crazy bottom look on the 30-minute right before market open.
They did.
Crazy.
They
Crazy.
did.
Look at that shit.
They tried to pull market. They tried to pull Microsoft crazy pre-market.
Yeah, it's 260 to 300.
260 to 300 on AMD, right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that move.
Microsoft this morning, boy. Microsoft had a crazy 3-bar this morning. I ignored that shit.
Microsoft triggering my put entry right now. I'm dropping below 520 though. Put entry at 519.17. First target 517.28. And then
When you seen that wick though, all the way down to like 514 and 513 type shit.
Yeah.
This month.
Yeah.
Crazy. Listen, Microsoft ain't gonna fool me, boy. I don't see enough bullshit from dog, man.
We already know. if they ain't continuously grinding up and pushing up, and they start doing this sideways, you know something's up. What's going on? What's happening? What's about to happen with the market?
Yeah.
What's about to happen? You already know.
Cause me, I'm thinking, I seen that sign. I said, "Oh shit, is it gonna run up to 530?" And I looked at that wick. I said, "Nah."
Nope. Back to 515. Alright, I'm about to post these levels up now. Just did a scan through. Everything looks good. Boom, 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 boom. Microsoft levels, Cigna, IWM, Robinhood. Robinhood has earnings this week. We got Google levels, Aon.
Oh. And also Open Door. Don't sleep on them this week.
Alright, I'm going to put them as the bonus play. I'm glad you said something. I'll add them in as the bonus play this week, and we will see what Aon does. I mean, I keep saying Aon. Open Door. I keep saying Aon because something big must be about to happen with Aon. That company's been stuck in my mind for some reason. And they do the insurance of the data centers. AON. They insure the data centers. They're going to be doing insurance on a lot of the mechanical parts and equipment inside those data centers. So, AON, look at their ticker symbol. I'm about to post the levels up, and you'll see the price levels I got on them, but definitely add them to the watch list. Open Door. If Open pushes above 793 this week, I can see grabbing a call. Testing it out to $10.
They had a price target for them too, but because Open Door, these people I guess buying properties now on their website or shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're getting more I guess
revenue.
People on the website.
Yeah, more traffic.
So the more people they get, I guess, the more traffic they get, I guess the price is gonna reflect.
Okay.
So we're gonna see. That point probably coming down to 101, bro.
It's looking ugly like that right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna see 94 next week.
Don't tell me that. Is Coinbase put trigger? I'll grab a Coinbase put. Boy.
That nigga don't wanna hear that shit, boy.
I will grab a Coinbase. Rome good on Coinbase. Rome made his money back on Coinbase, so he good. Now he just need to wait for the shares to recover. He made it back on the options at least.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah. Alright, let's go with Coinbase real quick. Coinbase is right in there. Put entry 330. Trigger's dancing on it. Stop playing with me, Coinbase. Stop playing. Stop playing with me, Coinbase. Alright, 792 level for why is this like alright, whatever. 792 for Open Door. 792, $7.92 entry, $8.55 target, $9.43 second target. If you want to stretch it for 10, that could be your reach level, but I'll be careful. I'll stop out of these if we get below $7.30. Put entry 711. I like that number. $6.32 target and $5.88 second target on open door. Stop out of that if we get above 750. Also 760. And these are daily contracts, high risk.
Trying to see what let me see. The note for this week is at what, 850.
Okay.
It's at 850, and on the 21st, they got a purple one at $10, but it might wick up there. But 850 it is for this week though.
So, also Sam Altman and Elon Musk was going at it online this weekend.
A lot of tech beef, man. They talking about rap, hip hop beef. Now we about the tech beef, man. I want to hear about the chip beef.
Sam Altman posted that he reserved a Tesla Roadster and he had to put up $50K. And then he canceled his reservation. And then he put up the address that he sent to cancel his reservation was no longer found, and he couldn't get his $50K.
What?
Yeah. And he put all that shit on Twitter, and then Elon Musk replied, "Yeah, but you stole a nonprofit."
Wow.
You forgot to mention that we figured because Sam Altman's caption was a tale in 3 acts, and then Elon Musk also added after he said you stole a nonprofit that you forgot to mention we fixed this issue and you got your $50K back. Niggas arguing about $50K.
Billionaires argue about $50K. That's like, yo, that's how you know it's petty. That's like you having beef with somebody, y'all argue about a $5 bet or something. Like, dog. Y'all on Twitter arguing about a $5 bet or something y'all made. Bro, that would be crazy.
Niggas is childish.
Bro, you owe me that $5. I already gave you back your $5.
People leading the free world, bro.
And these are the leaders of the tech industry. The leaders of the tech industry.
Trying to look for an exit right here.
Alright, I think I got all the levels up. I'm gonna post these levels in the community for y'all right now. The culture shockers.
Q's trying to pump fake right now in the 5 minutes. I'm trying to get out. Got a big 3 bar.
What you in puts, right?
Yeah, I'm about to clip. I'm trying to see if we would have covered that 629.50, but fuck that. She already recurving fast.
Yeah, listen, that's what we know about the put life, though. You know, puts, even when the levels trigger and they hit, you got to get out quick. And it's not lagging and holding on to see. Nah, puts, when they recover, they end up bouncing fast, man. Because people that come in to buy, they coming in to buy, they feel like they're getting something at a discount that they really like, they're going to buy it quick.
Let me tell you, Sam Altman ain't just get on there to talk shit about Tesla for no reason. I feel like OpenAI is about to do something with a car company.
Say, he's been having. Did you see the interview he had with Brad Gerstner? And how Brad was asking him about that same question everybody was talking about, pretty much how you guys are getting all this, making all these capital promises without any kind of real earnings yet, you know? And he's like, you know, well, you want to sell your shares? We'll buy your shares from you if you want to sell your shares right now. That's what Sam Altman said. He was like being slick. And Gerstner was like, "No, I love it. I will definitely hold my shares. I want to hold my shares forever," because he probably obviously has some private shares before they go public. And he's pretty much saying that, you know, it's a risk. He's like, you know, it is a risk, you know, because we're building all these data centers and all this stuff, and it's a risk that I feel like we're going to accomplish, though. And he has extreme confidence in his vision, in a way. Sam Altman really believes that he's going to be able to justify the valuation of OpenAI being $1 trillion at his IPO, based on what they're actually going to be able to produce and pump out into the world. And it is not unforeseen. It just seems like people are getting really far ahead of themselves right now as far as capital expenditure on this stuff. But these are smart guys in the room. This is what they see, and they're putting their money behind, putting their money where their mouth is. And let's see if it pans out, you know. Let's see if that pans out. I'm a believer in the technology of AI itself and blockchain technology. Those two technologies I do believe in. Who's going to be the absolute leader in those spaces? Not 100% sure. But I do know those spaces will be around for the next 100 years. AI and blockchain. 100 years from now, those things are still going to be very prevalent in society. So we getting the early entrance now. We're like the babies of the industries getting in this. This is like when the internet was first coming around. This is the opportunity we have right now. We just got to capitalize for long term. But short term right now with these options, IWM puts the trigger in. Let me see what alerts we got going off. Coinbase puts Cigna. I believe the Cigna puts is triggering a little bit. It's bouncing around that 240 level. But I'm looking for Cigna to bounce. That's a healthcare company. I'm looking for them to bounce because they're already kind of depressed. Playing puts down here would be very risky with how far Cigna just dropped. And they got heavy institutional buying block down here at 232. So I wouldn't play puts any further than that.
Yo, them Twitter boys saying Andrew shit is the Temu version of Skylit.
It's the Temu version. Probably rushed to put it out. That's why he didn't take time to master it. Trying to compete too fast. He probably has been working on it, but it's not ready yet. You know, he probably just threw it out there.
Bruh, I literally think he worked for them people, bruh. You know, because they see everybody online sharing good information, and they know they have to poison that space, and they put people like Andrew there.
Bad information.
Bad information, bro.
Not gatekeeping. We're going to give you bad information. We're going to send you in the opposite direction. The way you should be going. That's a dirty game.
After a good, if I have me a really, really good month, I might pick the Skynet for 1 month to see what's up.
Do they even let you do 1 month at a time? That's the thing I'm trying to see, though. Like, via his Discord, I think you got to, like, maybe you could do the Discord subscription, but he may make you pay for that scholarship for the year. You know what I'm saying? That's how he probably lock people into the Discord, too. Like, oh, if you want to be here, listen, you Skylit, but you got to stay a Discord member. I mean, it's a business hustle. I don't like the hustle. He doing, especially if he created that. Like, listen, get your money, man. Get your money, man. So for the people in the live, this is what I want to tell you guys on YouTube and Facebook. A couple of gem companies I want to look at. Y'all heard me talking about it earlier. AON. This is a company, they do insuring of buildings and various different things, health and different high-risk investments or projects, they insure them. So they're looking to be a big insurer of data centers. So right now they're trading at $333. Wow, I like that number, 333. Another sign. Definitely buying them. And I see them taking a bounce. Let's pull up the chart real quick. Why did the chart disappear? What the hell?
You got a price target at 416 and 419.
AON?
Yeah.
416 and 419. Very nice. So, and they at 333 right now. That's a nice push. That's a very nice push right there. I had call entry on them at 347. If we was able to get above there, I like that. That'll put us a 2 up on the weekly. Well, no, wait, hold on. Let me see this high on this previous week, 348. Pretty much a 2 up on the weekly. It'll be close to being a 2 up, $1 away. But it'll be higher than the week previous of October 20th. So I like that entry, 347.18. As long as they hold this 334, which is a put entry, which they seem to be holding 334.50 pretty good. But let's look back on it. Let's look on the macro chart. I like to look back in time. Right now, from the top, from the high, we are about 18% down from the high, almost 20%. In the stock market, that would be considered pretty much a recessionary style pullback, more than a correction for sure. So this is a good opportunity. You see they've been consolidating. They bounced off this 334 level before back in, what was this, April, when we had that April dip. And they never really recovered from the April dip like everybody else did in the market. So their recovery period may be coming soon, and we may be able to catch that. They may be a laggard. Them and another healthcare company I want to put up is, this is a little gem right here, Hologic Inc. HOLX is the ticker symbol, okay? They're trading at $73 right now. If you look at them on the weekly, you'll see they just had a vicious gap up from $69 all the way up to $73. And right now we're floating at this call entry level I got for them at $74.40, which is where they consolidated at before the big breakdown back in, that was February they broke down. And then in April they broke down again. They haven't recovered since the beginning of the year, January. They're right back to January prices. So if you bought this company in January, went to sleep, woke up, you'll be in the same exact place right now in November. You wouldn't have made no money. You wouldn't have lost any money. You'll be in the same exact spot. You would have missed out on that whole vicious dip that this company took down to what, $54, and then they bounced all the way back up to $73. So that's a nice recovery. And they're going to be involved. They're a healthcare company that's going to be involved with. They're involved with medical imaging. So they do a lot of diagnostic products. Let me read it directly. They are engages in development and manufacture and supply of diagnostic products, medical imaging systems, and surgical products that focus on women's health and well-being through early detection and treatment. It operates through the following segments: breast health, diagnostics, GYN surgical, and skeletal health. So these three sectors, the breast health, the diagnostic, the GYN surgical, and skeletal health, they're looking to integrate AI technology into helping them advance in all these areas, and they're doing that pretty aggressively right now. So with AI being integrated into healthcare, I know it's going to have a positive effect on, if not the outcome of the procedures becoming more efficient and accurate, it's going to make the overhead of the company more efficient and accurate, where they're going to need less people to do the same amount of tasks that they were doing before. Like every other company right now, Amazon, Google, it's all going through the AI flux of employment, where they're going to cut people they no longer need. And of course, AI will create new jobs, but those jobs are going to be created in a delayed fashion. Right now, they're going to try to keep overhead down as low as possible where they find efficiency. So HOLX, they're going to do that. I see them pushing easily once we get past this $73 level. Let's do some quick leveling right here. We can hit $75. Let me see. That's not the big gap up I want to look for, though. The big move comes. We hit 76. Looks like after 76, right around this range right here, we're going to start getting that move that I'm looking for. Right around $78. So after $78, it looks like we pretty much cleared consolidation zones from the past on the weekly chart, and we have clearance to the highs from there. We could push up to $84, $85 pretty quickly from that point. So after $78, tap in on Hologic Inc. If you're not going to get in at the $74 level, that's cool. You could possibly look for a pullback if we have to retrace that gap up down to 70. I'll enter there as well. But if you don't get that pullback, take it at 74 and ride the wave up. That is what I am looking at there. And that's a long-term play. So this is something I'm looking for an option contract at least a year out. At least a year out, I'm looking for options on this. Nothing that's in a month, 2 months, no. This is something that you're going to have to give some time to develop and for them to integrate some new solutions and for them to announce whatever those products are and then for the results of those products to be shown. So you got to give it time, at least a year. Who else we had? We had Tesla we were watching today. Tesla's on a nice push. I think Tesla's getting ready to pop to 500. We were talking about that earlier today. So keep an eye out for that pop. Tesla broke a level. 465 was a crucial level for Tesla to break. Now they're at 470. I want to look for a pullback to 465, 460, and look for a call right around there. They just took off so quick this morning. They didn't give you a chance. I don't like playing Monday pops because a lot of times you get rejections off of those. Not to say they're not legitimate and the stock is not going to move up that week, but those quick Monday pops, people usually take profit really quick, especially if they swung contracts through the weekend. A lot of people, when they get a nice push on Monday, look to take profit. But let's see if we can get Tesla back down to 465 at least before considering a call. I really want 460 though. And then let's look at earnings this week. I got my guy Earnings Whisperer, one of my favorite Twitter accounts to follow.
I love that page too.
Yeah, bro. He's efficient with it. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, when it comes to earnings, and he got information to go with the earnings.
Right.
Every single one.
Right.
Yo, you was just talking about ARES? ARES?
No, AON. AON was the company I was talking about.
Okay.
Aon, yeah. But check them out. They do, like I said, they do insurance of they're going to be insuring those data centers that's being built, those billion-dollar data centers that's being built all over the country. They're going to be one of the main insurers. Well, they're looking to be. They're trying to be. Who's that? Oh. I got to dig deeper into their fundamentals, but I'm going to definitely do that. Let's see. We got earnings with this week. Some earnings that I like this week to check out. We could look at Palantir at close today. Palantir is already near all-time highs. Sitting up at 206. People anticipating a pop from Palantir. Let me see what's the anticipated move. Let's see the implied move. The IV crush is about 16%. Damn. So 16% move on Palantir is gonna put it. From where it's at now, it'll put us up around 237 from 203. That's a nice push. Or it could pull you down to what's support level? Are we gonna come to a level? No, right here, around 16%. 172. Ooh, I would like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of hoping Palantir pulls back after this earnings. If they pull back to 172 and they keep dipping a little bit after earnings, I love to scoop them up right there, like 161. Catch their ass right there.
Looks like the market bouncing a little bit.
You getting bouncy? Let's see.
Just a little bit.
The SPY almost engulfed on the 30. How much time we got left on the 30? 5 more minutes. Yeah, if the SPY put in a 3 bar on this 30, shit, that we bouncing. The Qs and the SPY putting in a 3 bar, or Qs is much further away from that. SPY is actually looking stronger than the Qs right now. Let me put a little alert here. Only once. If we get back above 633 on Qs, then we pivot in on a day. If not, we staying weak. But it's holding the call entry at 630. Qs 630 call entry came down there. If you missed it, gave us a chance of giving us a chance. It's giving us a chance.
November is a historically bullish month.
Yeah. Right before the holiday season.
On average, it goes up 4% on average.
No, that's a beautiful move. Shit.
Yeah.
If we get 4% from here where we are right now, if we get from right now.
Apple to use Google Gemini for next version of Siri.
Oh, they're using Google? That's been announced? That was just announced? Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Google calls. I ain't know much about Apple calls, but Google calls for sure. I got Google call entry at 280.58.
You think that's gonna push the market, son?
That might be a little bullish. That's a little bullish catalyst. Yeah, because people have been waiting to see what the hell Apple going to use for the AI. Who are they going to use? That's a smart integration, actually. All those other names were cool, but they were smaller companies that are just coming up. Google, they a big dog. Big dog partnering with big dog. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. They announced that on Twitter.
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter.
Yeah. That means it ain't hit the news streets yet. And once it hits the news, that's when we're gonna get the pop. Once it starts flooding through the Twitter streets some more, come on, get some retweets on that. Retweet that. Retweet that right now. Let's get this going. Because Google is looking bullish today already. They bounced from this morning, pulled back. They came down to 280. The call level at half of them. But I got a level for them at 280 or entry at 286. One of those two levels I like for call entry. Either one of those two.
Google to build a private Gemini system.
Specifically for them.
Its own servers adding AI search intelligence without embedding Google services.
Because yeah, Apple always want to stay independent in some kind of degree, or to keep. You know what's permanent for Apple? The privacy of the users of Apple, because that's Apple's big thing, privacy. They are good with privacy. I give Apple that. They keep your shit private.
Niggas calling me about fucking crypto's crash. The fuck? Fuck crypto.
What?
That shit crash. Nigga, accumulate.
Pennies, not the penny stocks. Or the Bitcoin and Ethereum.
The market falling. I said, nigga, buy more. Buy the dip. That's what you're supposed to do. Anytime it crash, buy more.
Nah, man. People getting in panic, though, man. They coming to you because they feel like you got the guidance for them, man. They want you to give them an exact move to make and when to make it.
I'm telling them.
Buy more. They don't like that advice. That's not what they wanted to hear.
You said it. That's good advice. Buy more.
That's not what they wanted to hear. They wanted you to give them a complex. They wanted you to give them a complex strategy that they wasn't going to follow anyway, but they would have felt better.
Oh, okay. Wait on the recovery. When you didn't buy more to see what's the difference with your bag.
Alright, so I think we got the alert set in for this week, man. Gave a few gems. AON, Hologix. Pull up that chart, HOLX, boss, because you wasn't in here when I was talking about them. Medical imaging and medical devices. They're going to have a major boost from AI soon. They just had a gap up on the weekly. HOLX.
Okay.
So right now, the PE ratios on most healthcare companies are lagging by 30 times compared to tech. So you have a large PE gap to fill for healthcare back to the upside, and that's the gap I'm really looking at. The price to earnings, not necessarily the price on the charts for all of them, but price to earnings. So you got Holix, you got Cigna, you got Pfizer. A lot of these companies are beaten down. And when their PEs, like right now, where's Pfizer? Pfizer got a PE of what? I think it's price to earnings of 12.9. These PEs used to be up in the 20s. So when this PE is down at 12, that means that they're far depressed from where they are average. Let me see what the average PE. Oh, they don't tell me on that on here. That's right. I gotta find a site that tells that. But Pfizer.
I would love for them to retrace back to that 70, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Hologic.
That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. You know, they got two gaps to fill, bro.
Yep. They just gapped up nice. So if they pull back down there, I got a call entry at 70.90 and one at 74.40. One of those two. Those are the only two places I would take a call. Okay. So either we breaking above that top wick of that push that we just did on that 2 up on the weekly, or we coming back down to refill that gap. Those two places I'll take out call. But I'm talking about for this, I'm talking about year out calls. I'm not talking about like 1 week. I'm talking about I'm looking for year, 2 years. I actually might max the call out on this and see how far I could go.
Okay.
See, this is how this how they know. They only let you go to December of this year. They don't even let you get calls into next year. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is 2026. I'm lying. So okay, good. Okay, so I might do December 2026. What I don't like is the spread on the contracts, but I think that's because they don't have a lot of volume on them right now. Right, and they're so far out. But a $75 call right now on them is looking like $250 for a year out, which is not bad.
That's not bad.
But here's the thing, though. They got earnings coming up today after the bell. So we got to see how they react. I think that's why they've been consolidating the whole past week. If you look at them on a daily, look how straight that line is, bro. That's crazy. That's a perfectly straight line. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that like this. None. That's crazy for the whole week. So it's either going to pop crazy or drop crazy. It's only going to do one of those two things. Damn. Well, I love to catch him at 70. How many days is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days. The price didn't go absolutely nowhere.
8 days you got cooked. They're going to put in 10 calls.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do a deeper dive into their financials, but that's one of the little gems that I like right here this week, along with Tesla. AMD, of course, has earnings. That's an earnings play, high risk. I like AMD above 260. Now I'm watching Coinbase. Coinbase over here is starting to slip below put entry level. I'm about to take a put on Coinbase ass. They keep playing like this.
Yeah, they looking like to get lower today, boy.
They put a 2.
Test 325 again.
Yeah, and they put a 2 down on the weekly after earnings. So I don't like that. I don't like how Coinbase looking on the weekly.
Oh man, you already know. You know what that means? That $80,000 Bitcoin coming up.
Yeah, one of them pullbacks could be coming. It could be coming. You know what I noticed? I was looking at some flow. I saw a lot of people putting in puts for the put flow was heavier than the call flow for the Qs going into the end of the year. I was looking on option flows on bar chart. Yeah, the put flow is much heavier than call flow going into the end of the year. On the end of the year contracts for the Qs, seemed like a lot of people loading up on there.
I'm thinking them shit's mostly like at the end of November.
Right. In December, too, I saw some more puts than calls. Let me look right now. I'll tell you right now. Let me see.
You got some pumps and you got some dump.
Applied Digital is triggering a signal right now. Let me see something.
You should tell me, boy.
Applied Digital, right? Yeah, they about to pop.
Yep. God damn, I forgot them boys.
Yeah, so for
this, they got earnings.
Yeah, I think they do got earnings coming up this week, right? I gotta look at my earnings calendar.
I think we're after the bell. No, it's not them. It's somebody else. Their earnings is January 13th. Damn, my son's birthday.
Hey, you gotta pay it. You gotta buy it now.
Right?
So the December contracts and the November contracts on Qs. There's 1.2 million puts versus 780,000 calls for the December position, and 1 million puts versus 498,000 calls for the end of this month on the Qs. So it's double the put interest for the end of this month for the Qs. So that people are looking like a short-term pullback they're expecting, and then a bounce probably in December, like what is based on this volume that I'm seeing here.
Shit, my Q calls already and at 50% for December. They don't need to get in them now.
Too high now.
Man, too late, boy. Yo, Mike.
Yo, what's up, Rome?
What's going on with Coinbase, man?
We were just talking about it, man. We said Coinbase just got below the put entry level, 329.70. I'm thinking about grabbing a Coinbase put right here. Let me look at it on the 30 real quick. Yeah, it hasn't closed the 30 below the level yet. It's like a 1 bar right now on the 30. So it could flicker around and mess around. That's why I always like the 30-minute confirmation below the level. But it's playing with it. It's playing around. We'll see. We got 22 minutes left on the 30.
How long will you stay in those puts?
The put, they got a target of 324.30. So when it gets down there, I look to take profit right there. And if we break below that real quick, there's a big buying block down there, an institutional buying block, but 318 would be the next target below 324. But I really expected to bounce off of like 320. So I would take profit. If you're getting a put right here, I'll take profit at 324.30. Oh, shit, I didn't post up the levels? Hold on, let me post up the levels. Shit.
Let me pass 325.90 again. It's great time to take puts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
What's good, stuff? Had to download the server and everything on a different phone because my other phone, they be calling me too much, so I never could like pay attention and try to get fully activated with y'all boys, man.
Well, you back, man. Listen, everything in the divine timing. First off, back in the building, man. Come back strong. Get this money.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I need to go and just shoot you the 200, man. I don't know how to do all this shit on the online shit. I need to get a little bit more online savvy.
Yeah, that'll get you the lifetime subscription and you be locked in. You be good. You don't have to worry about nothing. You have access to everything.
Why the heck? Yo. Why my shit be turning purple?
Hold on real quick, y'all. Let me mute myself in here.
Hey, yeah, okay, I'm looking at Coinbase, right, on the track.
All right, everybody that's on the live, thank you for coming through. I'm about to dive deep into our trading session as we do every week. I am happy for everybody that came through. Hope I gave you some price levels that were helpful. Gave you some gems on the healthcare push that could be coming soon, especially if we get a tech pullback, and some good levels for you to take advantage of on the Q, ETF, Tesla, went over Coinbase, Applied Digital today. We gave out a lot of levels on this live session. If you missed any, just rewind and go back and listen out for those parts. And I will be putting together a little highlight clip of the call outs and posting it on my Instagram and Twitter accounts, okay? All right, y'all. Appreciate it. And I will see you all next week, Monday, for the next charting session. Live trading throughout the week, Tuesday through Thursday. Join the Discord to be part of those. And then class for beginners on Saturday. So all for my beginners in stocks and investing and trading who need to learn from the very beginning the basics. We just started the basics of option trading this week. So that class is up right now on the YouTube channel, the Culture Shock Investment YouTube channel. Go check that out. And catch up if you didn't catch up on the initial class that we did for the intro to stocks. And you should be well on your way to understanding what the stock market and trading is all about. All right, my more advanced people, see you in the live trading sessions. And thank you all again for coming through and have a